What's up guys, Prohero here, and today we're taking a look at the DIERYA DK61 PRO Mechanical keyboard. I've had this keyboard for 8 months now, and this is an unboxing and review of this keyboard. Now I'm going to go ahead and start off with the sound test. Now looking at the keyboard, I have the Gateron Reds, but the Gateron Blues and the Gateron Browns are also available to purchase. So for my keyboard, I got a brown replacement as well as a red replacement switch. I put the brown ones onto my escape key, and I want to show you guys how to remove the switch so you guys can replace it. You're going to grab the switch puller that is included in the box, and what you want to do is put both ends on the top and bottom. There's going to be two sort of latches that you're gonna have to click in, and once those two are clicked in, you can go ahead and pull out the switch. Now to put the switch back, it's just the Gateron logo on the bottom, and you just push it in and it should click and it should work. And that is how you would replace your switch. Now taking a look at the keyboard dimensions, the keyboard is 11.5 inches long and 4 inches wide. Now taking a look at the keycaps itself, it is PVT double shot keycaps. The lighting does go through pretty well, but some keys look brighter than the others. I guess you can't really do anything about that, but what you can do is actually switch these out for HyperX putting keycaps, and I've seen those and they actually look very nice on this keyboard. The keyboard also has a whiteboard on the back, so the LEDs look bright and look very nice. Now speaking of the lighting, this keyboard has a lot of different lighting effects. Now what I'm going to do is just show you guys what all the lighting effects are, so enjoy the light show. Now for the height of the keyboard, it is a slope. Now at the tallest point of the keyboard, it is 1.25 inches, and at the lowest point of the keyboard, it is 3/4 of an inch. Now the keyboard itself does not have any legs, so you cannot prop it up, but it does have an incline which is fairly ergonomic. And the keyboard also has rubber feet, so it won't move around when you're using it. Now I didn't really say at the start of the video, but I did have this keyboard for almost 8 months already. I got this at the end of January and it's almost the end of August, which means 8 months has already passed, and this is what it looks like after 8 months. Now clean it up a little, but it's not the cleanest, but it definitely looks better than before. Now what I did was just grab an old toothbrush and just brush out all the dead skin cells, the hair, and just took a microfiber cloth and just ran it through a couple times. And in between the switches, I would just grab the microfiber cloth and a pen and just start cleaning it. Now it definitely might not look like that for you, but I guess I just shed a lot of hair and skin cells, so I guess that's that for me. Now we're going to take a look at the software side of things. Now this keyboard does have Bluetooth 5.1, which is pretty good. You can pair up to 3 Bluetooth devices with this keyboard. The connection is also very good. It is pretty responsive, and honestly this is a really good keyboard that you can travel with, but I probably wouldn't recommend getting a mechanical keyboard if you're going to be bringing it out, you know, maybe to the library or something like that. It may annoy some people, but this keyboard is very nice. Keyboard software to adjust all the lighting and macros and everything is horrible. Honestly, it took me a while to understand how it worked, and honestly I would not recommend it. Now I've used Razer Synapse, which is the one for my mouse and for my keyboard when I used to have it. It is awesome compared to this one. This one is absolute garbage. It was very hard to use, and honestly I just wish they would update the user interface because it was kind of hard to change colors. Sometimes it was a bit finicky, but honestly it's pretty good once you get the hang of it. Now for the DK61 Pro keyboard with the Bluetooth, it does run on battery if you want. So you can either have it plugged in, which I have it plugged in most of the time. Without the wire plugged in, you can also have the LEDs on, which is pretty cool. Now I haven't used it really without the wire plugged in, so I'm not sure about the battery size. I heard it can last up to 6 to 10 hours without the light on and around 4 hours with the light on, but I'm actually not really sure about that. On the website it does say it has a 1900 milliamp hour battery. That sounds like a lot for a keyboard, so I guess it would last a very long time, but I'm not sure from my use case. Now this is a 60% keyboard, so you don't get the arrow keys, which I kind of miss because having the arrow keys is actually very useful to me. Now I know some keyboards that are 60% that actually have the arrow keys, but I think personally I would settle for a 65% keyboard. Now just remember that most of your functions are done with the FN key. Now I know you can change the macros and just make it where I click one button and I'll actually do it. I've done that with the arrow keys myself. All in all, this keyboard is very good for its price point. I got this keyboard on sale for $76.49 Canadian, and honestly I really love this keyboard. I love the red switches. It is hot swappable, the LEDs are nice, and it's small and compact. It also has Bluetooth, which is nice, and it also has batteries, so I can bring this anywhere and connect it to my laptop, phone, or iPad. But one thing I don't really like about this keyboard is that the software is not as good, the lack of arrow keys, and the lack of a kickstand. Honestly, this keyboard is really good. It does have USB Type-C, so that is also good compared to a micro USB keyboard. I would recommend this keyboard if you can get it on sale. Otherwise, you can get other keyboards that are better than this at its price point. I looked over on Amazon and this keyboard is going for $125 Canadian, which I think is overpriced. I'm not sure, but I would not recommend it at that price point. You can get something way better than that, but I picked this up for only $76.49. But anyways, that is pretty much it. This is my 8-month review on this keyboard. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.